Welcome, one and all, to the show today, where you're going to learn how to make a great breakfast dish. Now for your host, William Willett IV.
Hello and welcome. Today we're going to start with cooking the rice. I know that this is Uncle Ben's garden vegetable rice. Most people probably don't eat rice with their breakfast, but I do sometimes. So, just gonna tear it there, and it takes 1 minute and 30 seconds. And the microwave's using up all of the power, and so I usually would start this up and start cooking, but I'll just go over the spices. So we're going to be using crushed red pepper. You can see how much I love it because it's practically empty. Cayenne pepper as well. It's also, most of it's gone because I love cayenne pepper. Pink salt, Himalayan pink salt. Also black salt to mix up your salts. This is the organic no salt seasoning, so that way you're not getting too much salt, but you also get seasoning. And some oil. Usually bacon would provide the oil and lubricate the pan, but unfortunately bacon was not available, so I'll be using this. I'll be adding this meat. This is turkey. It's still meat, it's just a different cut, so it's kind of the same thing. But the most important ingredient is honey. A lot of people don't know to add honey to their breakfast, but it's delicious. It's sweet, and it's not bad for you like sugar. So the rice is done, and that will stay warm. So, time to divert power to the pan, and this is induction, so it's Nikola Tesla style cooking. And I'm going to go ahead and crack open these eggs. Probably should have started the pan. I'll just do medium. So if you have a more fancy way of cracking eggs, you can do that. But I just pop them open and gather the material inside. So this should be cooking. Here, maybe I'll turn this up so it starts faster. And I'm going to go ahead and add the seasonings. This is crushed red pepper. Make sure to add oil before you put eggs in the pan. I'll just mix this in afterwards and it'll be fine. And now cayenne pepper. This thing on. Oh, I have to start it. And we'll be back. And these should be cooked. Yeah. Yeah. These are cooking now.
It's been such a long day. I'm just ready to get some food and go to bed. This smells so good.
Wait, don't take that bite. Your food hasn't cooled off yet. Have you ever been so hungry that you completely forgot about how hot your food was? Well, with the Forget About It fork, you no longer have to worry about waiting for your food to cool down. Forget about it.
Welcome. The eggs are cooking. That got worked out, and I'm sort of just whisking them while they're in the pan, so they'll be nice and scrambled or something like that, hopefully. And I'm also going to shred this meat using my hands and add it in. So this gets cooked as well and into the eggs. Now, if you're using bacon, which you can also use bacon, there's also another ingredient. You can use avocado as well. If you add avocado, it's actually really good. And then coleslaw ingredient adds crunch, usually, if you're making this meal. But if you don't have ingredients available, you can still make the best bowl of breakfast with basically anything, as long as it's food. So. Now I'm going to continue to stir this and add more seasonings. So now we're adding salt. That's the pink salt. This is the black salt. And this is the organic no salt seasoning. Ah, that smells so much better. Eggs are usually pretty bland if you don't add seasoning. It shouldn't take too much longer to cook these eggs. This induction method of cooking is pretty powerful. So I'll go ahead and add the rice to the bowl. And then I'm going to put this on top of it once it's finished. And then it's important to mix it up. And after I do that, I'll discuss some of the other ingredient options that you can use for this dish. It's pretty whimsical, so you can do whatever you want at the whim. It doesn't need to be precise. There's no instructions that you need to adhere to. You know, like you're a robot or something. Okay, so I'm going to, oh, and that's nifty. Once you take the pan off, it automatically stops it. So I'll just clear that and then carefully add this to the bowl. Oh, that's nice. And so then you're going to add the honey, and you're going to add like a layer of honey. You can also add a layer of cheese as well, and it melts in with it. With the avocado and everything else. So then you're going to mix it up. And that looks good. I think I'm going to eat this. Fantastic. Goodbye.